Hello everyone, welcome to our next video where we are going to take all your SQL and database related questions from your previous year question paper. This year we are taking your 2023 supplementary paper. Both this notebook as well as some other supporting documents where we have worked down the intermediate steps as well will be available for download in the description part of the video. So in case if you are unable to follow certain part of it, don't worry, all these files, slides as well as notebook will be available to you. What I have realized after solving the last complete paper from year 2022 supplementary is some of the SQL commands are tested more often than others, right? So the idea here has been kind of again re-emphasize some of the concepts that we have not covered in our recent videos. Though it is little surprising, but some of your question papers seems to be testing this DDL, DML, or TCL based, command distribution, right? So data definition language, you have to keep in mind those are primarily the one that deals with create, alter, or drop table kind of things. Data manipulation, that is DML. That's actually all of your insert, select, update, and delete kind of things. Alter table is being tested more often than some of the other commands. So you have to make comfortable with several common variation of it. How you are getting tested. So for example, like add primary key to a relation. And what will be syntax for it? Alter table, then give the name of the table, and then keyword add primary key, and in bracket the key that you want to make primary key. So one of the database under one of the database where we created all these guardian, student, and attendance. If in guardian you want to make GUID as a primary key, assuming that it was not done while creating the table, so then you can use the command alter table, name of the table is guardian, then keyword add and primary key with space, and in bracket the key that you want to make it primary. In real life scenarios, this command will be executed successfully only for those scenarios where the column that you are making primary key is having all unique values. Then in a similar way, add foreign key, right? So alter table, table name, add foreign key. So only difference is so far in the place of primary you are having foreign, right? And as you know that foreign key will be referencing another table some key. So at the end of attribute name you'll be having references, then reference table name, and in the bracket attribute name. So for example, if you want to add GUID, right, which was not a foreign key in guardian table, to say your a student, assuming that GUID is there, right? So what you will do, actually you will make it a foreign key and then reference say that it refers the GUID of reference table, and that is a student. Add an attribute. So if you are having a table created and you want to add a new column, the syntax for that is going to be alter table, then give the name of the table name, then add, and then you will give the name of the attribute and specify its data type. So like you are doing an insert, right? You will specify the name and then you will specify the type. So that part is common. Alter table is again, you have to a starting point, then provide the name of the table and then keyword add attribute. So say for example, if you want to add commission, right? So alter table, cell, and then add, commission. And as size data type, that is numeric. Alter table, inventory, and they say you want to add final price, right? Those examples. In some cases, you might have to modify constant. So alter table name, and rather than add, you have modify. Then you give the attribute name, give its actual data type, and provide the constant. Modify data type of an attribute. So if you want to change the data type itself, right? So you simply say modify attribute and then new data type. Add constant unique. So alter table, table name, add unique, right? And then you provide the attribute name. So these are some small syntax changes here and there that you have to keep in mind. Once you are done with add, update is another important one, and mostly it is used to set some values based on some constant. And what you need to keep in mind is syntax: update table name, then set the attribute that you want to change, right, to some value based on whatever condition, right? So if you want to change your commission to 12% of sell price, sell update sell, and then set commission is equal to this. Okay, if you want to drop table or databases, simply give drop table name, or drop a database name. So like add, you can even remove. So modify, remove, add, those are the keywords. Modify, remove is then we drop, right? Yeah. Okay, so let us quickly move it, we'll actually the next few lines. So some of you who are just looking for, a syntax used in your code, actually the syntax that we are using for all of our queries are same. Only thing is we are actually, setting up connection from Jupyter Notebook. And so we have actually some common utilities. You don't have to worry about it if the syntax is actually kind of causing some sort of learning difficulty. But these are common code where actually we have add utilities for describe table and executing a query, right? Okay. Don't worry, this notebook will be provided in description. So we'll actually give a link of this in description. Let us start with, now 2023 supplementary. First question, 1 marks. Fill in the blanks. In a relational model, tables are called what? That store data for different columns. So definitely not attribute. What attributes does? Attributes stores single column data. What is degree? Total number of attributes. What is tuples? That indicates one row of it. So relational database, a relational model, tables are called relations, that is C, right? Okay. Okay. Fill in the blanks. A statement of SQL is used to insert new records in a table, right? So what you'll do, you'll use again C. Okay. Two marks done. Great. Another 2 marks. Differentiate between in and between operator in SQL with appropriate example. So when you are actually making your, where clause post your select, right? There, if you have to specify multiple values, right? You can use in rather than writing so many of those conditions separately, right? So for example, you can say that, select all from employees where department in, right? So rather than saying that where department equal to sales, department equal to marketing, department equal to IT, you say that department in one of these things. So how in is being used here? To give distinct values from which to choose. And then let us say that, from the same you want to pick, employees whose salaries is between given range, say 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. So that is the place where you use between. What you do, so select all from employee where salary between 5,000 and 10,000. The syntax is this. So as you might have seen, the difference is in is used to specify set of choices for distinct values, and between is used for making choices between a given range. Okay, 2 mark is done. Anyway, let's look at which of the following is not a DML command, data manipulation language, right? As you saw in our in beginning, we also actually had a note. Data manipulation equals SQL command for insert, select, update, etc. And data definition is the one that decides the shape, characteristics, of the table. So create table, alter table, drop table, right? Keeping that in mind about DDL and DML, you can write a notes which are the following, not a DML command, right? So data manipulation, not a drop, right? So you can delete, insert, and update, not a drop. Good. Now let us move to your first, 1 marks question, but interesting question, where they have given a table, and then they are asking what will be the output of a given SQL query. You can, stop video here, take these tables, right? Try and understand the query. Try and actually, try and process these two tables as per that query, and then come back and see what answers we have got and what we are going to get, right? So what we have done for a student and a sport is I have already created them, right, for you for reference, right, to test it here, and then you can actually see our execute query and other things where you can see that there are records across these two categories. Now what happens, when you are having saying select from and more than one table, right? Then basically it works as a Cartesian product, right? So it means that what happens is, since there are 3 rows in a student, right? Those 3 will be there, and there are 2 rows in a sport, so those 2 will be there. And this admin number from a sport and admin number from a student, right, will be treated separately. And for every record in a student, 1100 Meena X, right, all the record from a sport will be replicated. So it will look like 1100 Meena X, 1100 cricket, 1100 Meena X, 1103 football, like 2 records like that. Similarly, 2 records will 1100, right? So eventually we'll be having 5 attributes, and you'll be having 2 into 2, 4 tuples, or cardinality will be 4. So let us look at what happens if you execute a query like this, right? Execute query, where your query is select all from a student, comma, a sport. Okay, as you saw here, right? So you are going to get 5 rows and 4 rows and 5 attributes. Great. The 5 marks done. Okay, let us look at the next one. It's very, very interesting. So we have been, this is a 2 marks question. Write the output of the queries 1 to 4 based on the table. So in your exam, you have to just take the question number 1, 2, 3, 4 and give your answer. Each query is half an marks, correct, full marks, incorrect, less than full marks, many times 0. So master all the syntax, write correct output, and be careful with what could help you here is, again, stop the video, take a note of this table, process the queries individually, and then see what kind of output you will get. So this is our garment table where we are having G code, type, price, and then F code and order date. So there are actually 5 attributes here, right? Your G code is from continuously from G101 to G106, and then you have type like evening gown, slacks, frock, a skirt, baby top, formal pant. Each of these are having price, and then there is another code associated, and then a date out there. In F code, if you see, there are code around 01, 02, 03, right? That will be some code used by the garment seller. Now it is saying that select distinct count of F code from garment, right? So if you are looking at all the, if you look at count of, if you look at distinct and F code, right? So how many F code you will get? 1, 2, and 3, right? So, but there is some change in the query. So let us look. So what I have done again is I have created this table. You can see all the table exactly is in your database, right? So let us execute query. Okay, select from garment, and what we are selecting, if you do distinct of F code, let us do that first, right? So distinct of F code. So this will give you all the F01, F02, F03, right? Now it is saying that not this but count of F code. Since there is no group by, I'm little suspicious about what exactly they are expecting here. Okay, so it is simply like looking at first count of F code, which is 6, and then distinct doesn't work at all. So basically what they are testing here is your left to right execution, right? Since count of F code is 6 anyway, right? So basically here more like whether you have distinct or not, there wouldn't be any difference, right? Good. Select F code count all mean of price from garment group by F code having count star greater than 1. So let us process this one, but let us forget having count star greater than 1, right? It is saying that group by F code. When you group by F code, what will happen? Or your 0 1 will also all the 3 0 1 will come together, then 2 F02 will come together, and then F03, right? And then what it is doing, it is saying that show me F code. So since you are grouping by these, we will be having F01, F02, F03, and then if you apply count, then you get count of each of those, right? So 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. And in each of these category, if you apply mean, right? Remember mean, any of these aggregate operators work on group by result, right? So it means that if you look at F01, and if you look at the price column across these three, 1000, 1550 and 1250, 1000 is minimum. So for F01 you'll get 1000, and what will be count? 3. So F01 3000, right? That's the output that you expect. Now go to the next one. F02 750 1500, minimum is 750. So what will happen? F02 count will be 2, and then your price will be 750. Now the third F03 will have actually price, there is individual items, so it will be anyway at 50. The challenge here is you have another on the top of group by you have having count star greater than 1. So it will filter out all those where count is not greater than 1, and F03 will be. So you'll only get F01, F02 and F03, right? Let's quickly look at what output we get. So let us write query is equal to, and then let us write execute query. Very important to kind of trying processing it, right? Okay, select F code count star mean of price, right, from garment, and then you are saying that group by, always write group and by separately, F code, and then you have an having clause which is saying that your count star, right, should be greater than 1. Okay, what is the error? Query is not defined. Yeah, we wrote actually query. So now what? Having count. Okay, having count should be separate. Okay, so you only got F01, F02, and you're discussing count and the minimum price. Okay, great. We got to 1 marks. Select type from garment where order date is between order is greater than this and price is. So this is a simple where clause, right? So okay, execute query, right? Select type from garment where order date, okay, is greater than 20210201, and then there is an end clause which is saying that your price should be less than 1500, right? So if you look at what are the date greater than 2021 first Feb 2021, so third entry, fourth entry, that's it, right? Those are the only two entry, and type there is frock and tulip sort. And then it is saying that price should be less than 1500. So 21, so that will be only 1000. So you should only get frock out here. Yeah, you got frock. Okay. Select all from garment where type like. This is very important. So the like is more like giving you, right? Always remember, in case of like, what we are having, it is it is your way of getting the string matched by some some actually certain rules, right? And what it does is in SQL there are two special symbol, percent and underscore, right? So percent means one or more, right? And underscore means exactly one. So wherever you are having percent, it means that from there on there could be zero or more, right? Repetition of certain things or any alphabet. But wherever you are having underscore, it means only one. Here what is happening, you are saying that it's it should start with here followed by any character, right? Had it been percent f, it means it should end with here. And if you put percentage on both sides, then matching that particular one. Okay, so let us look at this. Select all from, why I'm right typing it here is actually to give you some real feel like, right? And I'm sure actually you are actually seeing almost all the questions tested across last so many years, right? So I'm sure that you'll do very well in your exam, as long as you just kind of follow through the videos, go through the exercises, solve some more, right? So what will happen? Let's see, our output, what it should be, starting with F, right? Type. So type is starting up with frock and then formal pant, right? So those two should be actually given, right? Yeah, frock and formal pant. We got 2 more marks, guys. Let's move on to the next one. Here, which is a 3 marks question. So far, how many marks we have done? We have got 1 marks here, 1 marks there, 2 marks here, 4. Then we got 2 here, 6. We have got 6 marks. Then we are working for the next 3 out of 70, right? So, excuse me. Write the output of any 3 SQL queries based on the table company and customer. So let's review what company and customer are. Customer ID, CID, customer name, CT, and product name. And customer is having CID, customer ID, okay, name and price and quantity. So company and customer can be joined on CID. Great. So there are 4 customer data point, and across these customer data points we are having 6 records, right? Which product is being bought, and Sony TV, Nokia mobile, Onida TV, in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, whatever it is. Now it is saying that select. So again, what we have done for you, we have already created this table, inserted it, and you can see we have tested it also, right? So we have all these data set across customer and company. Now first question is saying that select product name, count all from company, and then group by product name. having count greater than 2. So having count, let's hold down this. If you group by product name, so what are our product? TV, mobile and laptop, right? So 2 TV, 1 laptop, 3 mobile. So if you count is greater than 2, it means you should only get laptop. And for laptop, it should actually give you laptop and 3, right? Because count is star. So let us see we are getting that or not. Execute query. So the query part of your will be whatever that you are seeing inside the bracket, right? Select product name, count count all from company, group by product name, having count greater than 2. Okay. Product name. Let's see how we have created product name. It is there. We might be making some small typo. Product from company. Okay. Why it is so? Maybe let's check. Have we created another customer table? No. Garment, student sport, fill in the blanks. It shouldn't be. Not sure if there is one following it. Okay, there is one. It's a salesperson. No. Okay. Company, customer. Select product name. Count start from company, group by product name. Yes, we got it. So mobile is 3, right? Then the second one is saying is now it is joining the 2 tables, right? Okay, select name, price, product name. Okay. Select name, price, product name from company C. Wherever you see this, company C, customer CT, it means that now it is joining, and then it is having condition where C dot CID equal to CU dot, it should be CT dot, there is a typo, okay, and C name is equal to Sony. Okay, so what we are doing, we are joining company and customer on CID. Now what will happen? Look at this. When CID is same, right? It means we have 111, 222. So 111, 222 will be there. 666 will be there. 555 will be there, right? So there will be 4 records, right? And how it will be? 111 Sony Delhi TV, and then it will come Mohan Kumar, right? 30,005. That's how it will be, right? Then it will be 222 Nokia Mumbai Mobile, and then it will be Rohit Sharma 70,020. Then 333 Onida Delhi TV, and then 333 in customer. So this is gone. So 444 Sony Mumbai Mobile, it is also gone. 555 BlackBerry Chennai Mobile, and then Radha Mohan 30,011. 666 Dell Delhi laptop, and that will be Deepika Kumari with 50,010. So the records that we'll get is the one across these 111, 222, 666, 555, and the one that will get dropped is this 444 and 555. So two records will be out, 444 and 333. So we'll be having first two record and then last two, four records, and then it will be merged with this table, right? So what it is saying, the company name is Sony, right? So here company name is Sony, first one, and then fourth one, right? So only these two. Company name is Sony. Yeah, so these two records will be shown, name, price, product name. So for Sony, name, price, product name. So name will be Rohit Sharma, 70,000, and product name will be TV. Right, 111. Yeah, Mohan Kumar, 30,000, and product name will be which one we are saying? Sony, 111. Okay, 111 Sony, and then Mohan Kumar, 30,000. So they will be bringing TV, right? Then 444 will not be there, and that's the only entry that we are having. Okay, one, right? No. Select name, price, product name. So Mohan Kumar, 30,000 TV, right? That's what we are talking about. Select distinct city from company. So company and city, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi. So only one instance of it, right? Execute query. Select distinct city from company. Okay, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. Select all from company where CNAME like on. So we just saw another image of on, right? What will happen? Any character, add any character, right? Just have to look at CNAME first. And only thing is saying somewhere it should be having ON. So ON in Sony, right? ON in Onida, right? ON in Sony. So first, third, 111, 333, 444. Yeah, these are the three records that will be there, right? So I think by now you should be actually getting very comfortable with like. Okay. Execute query. Select all from customer where CNAME like percent on. Okay. Execute no such CNAME. Select all from customer where CNAME. Why? Oh, it's company. Oh, so you missed the second perfect. Okay. So you got all the Sony, Onida, Sony, right? Great. So we got another 2 marks here, 3 marks now. Okay. I don't know how they are giving 3 marks to 4 questions. Maybe the one with join contains 1 marks. I don't know. It should either have been 4 or 2, whatever it is. Okay. Let's quickly look at this. So this is another thing that's getting repeated in your questions year after year, right? So how to connect from Python to SQL, right? And we saw almost 2 questions in the previous question paper that we saw. So almost there is a tradition where they are testing it every year, looking at last couple of year question paper, of course. So let's read it quickly. The table book shop in MySQL contains the following attribute: B code, B name, quantity, and price. Now it will be providing username, password, localhost, and MySQL database name is bstore. The code given below updates the record from the table bookstop in MySQL. A statement 1 to form the cursor object, 2 to execute the query that updates the quantity 20 of the records whose B code is 105 in the table. And statement 3 to make the changes permanent in the database, right? So what we'll do to make the changes permanent, let us look at this, right? So import MySQL.connector as MySQL, defining the update book. MyDB is MySQL.connect, host is equal to localhost, user is sub, password is book, database is equal to bstore. Then what will be your my cursor? Your my cursor will be MyDB, right? Your my cursor will be MyDB dot. What you'll do here? You'll get the cursor, right? You have got the MyDB, get the cursor. Then quantity, query you have given update book sub, and then set quantity is equal to 20, where B code is 105. Then the second one that you want to do is my cursor dot execute query, right? And then you are having my cursor, and then actually you commit, right? So you will be having my cursor here. Statement 1 will be my db, and then you will be saying get my cursor, right? Then query you have got. So if you have to update this one, right? My cursor dot my cursor execute, right? My cursor dot execute query. Okay, and finally what you will do, you will actually and then actually will be committing and closing, right? So yeah, my cursor. Right. Okay, so the second one, soft book exists, and looks like yeah, we have actually just replicated it, right? Let's read through it. What it is saying? It was 2 marks, or yeah, 3 marks, right? So many of your cursor related things, right? You have to be very, very careful. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the ABC company. So this is the table. This is a, I think, 4-mark question, right? What it is saying is identify the attribute that is best suited for the primary key. So what you will do for that? Examine the individual attributes. SID looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So salesperson ID likely to be unique. So that will be your primary key, right? The company has asked Alia to add another attribute in the table. What will be the new degree and cardinality of the above table? So what is the degree now? We have 5. If you add another, it will become 6. And there are 5 tuples, so cardinality will remain 5. 2 marks received. Write the statement to insert details of one salesman with appropriate data. So you know that, right? Insert into salesperson, and then in bracket SID, SNAME, age, S amount, region, and then give some appropriate data that you have in mind. Then it is saying that change the region of salesman Siam to south. So what we'll do, update salesperson, and then you set region is equal to south, where S name is Siam, right? and otherwise it is asking you to delete the record of salesman reserve. So what you do, delete from salesman where SID or S name is equal to reserve. SID and S name either you can provide, and we have to remove an attribute region from the table. So what you do, you have to draw, right? uh, yeah, so let us say if you want to actually practice here, your SID, say S006, okay. Then you have S name. What could be your S name? Let's say Virat, age 30, amount say 20,000, and then region, right? So let us say South, okay. Age, okay. So one row created, right? You can now check that whether your these things are existed. What we'll do is that execute query, select all from salesperson, right? So you'll get Virat with the last one, right? Great. Change the region of Siam, right? So what we'll be doing here, update salesperson, set region equal to South where S name is Siam. Great. Okay. And you can see now. Delete record and remove attribute regions. So delete is clear, right? So what we'll do, delete from, okay, delete from salesperson where what they are asking for, S name, right? Where S name is reserve. Right, so row affected. You might check that actually, if you want to check, you can again execute the query, and you have your favorite, select all from. Interesting thing is, 80% of the world, right, never need to use anything more than select a start table. So that's the idea. Reserve actually is no more there, right? You can see it. Now alter table, and we are saying that drop column region, right? Done. Great. Again, you can now look at describe table cells person, right? So region is no more there, right? Only ID, name, age, and amount. Great. Done with these guys. So with this, we have actually covered all your questions for your previous year 23 supplementary. Your 23 is also SAM. Try and solve. Just to give you some idea, we actually saw 2 marks, 4 marks question here, 4, then 3 here, 7, 3 here, 10, then how many? 3 here, 13, 13 to 15, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. So this year you had 20 marks question, and mostly what is being tested is connectivity to SQL and SQL from Python. Then you are being tested on variety of update, alter, and other select other clauses. Sometimes there are weird question around what is data manipulation, what is data description and DDL, DML, GCL, all of those. And you have to keep some basic thing in mind. There are some question around definition of keys, what is attribute, what is cardinality, and then primarily there are questions around join and like, right? We have taken enough example now. I think the way I view, we have solved your 2 question paper, looked at lot of theory. If you go through all the videos and we'll still solve one more paper. And then for those of you who will actually, if you want to see all the solved question paper of say last 4 year or 5 year, organized by this, SQL and DBMS, just comment with your email ID. So if you comment with your email ID, I'll ensure that we send a copy of that to you. I'm also trying to figure out a way of uploading uh, bulk of these documents on our channel itself, but that might take some time in proofreading and things like that. Thank you, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We are done with large part of it. In the next video, we'll be solving uh, Python related questions, and with Python and SQL will be actually almost like 50 plus marks out of 70. In fact, I'll say 55 plus marks. So 20, 35, that's the distribution that I'm seeing for most of the year. Remaining 15 are actually across couple of other categories. So we'll actually be having a quick and short videos on exception handling at file, and then another on your two new data structure, right? That is stack and queue, and then searching and sorting, very brief, and just what your syllabus asks for. So stay tuned, do like, subscribe our channel, and prepare well. Hope you guys do well. Thanks.